Welcome back to the show. We're here with BioSure, which is a HIV self-test. It's a home test kit. I know, remarkable, isn't it? We've got our social media going. We've got our Twitter. I think they should be coming up on the screen now. Are they coming up? There we go. Our Twitter, Facebook, and we're doing a little poll as well, which I'm particularly fascinated in. So get involved. Do you know your status? That is the question. So far, it's 100% yes, which is good to hear. But we want to know from you. Anyway, over to Nicola and Michael, having a chat over there.
He does love a poll, does our Jeremy, so get in touch with us on Twitter and get involved in those polls, please. Michael, we were chatting to our lovely doctor earlier on, saying that, you know, nobody should be being diagnosed late, that nobody should be doing that now. But, in fact, 6,095 people were diagnosed in 2015. Of 39% of those were diagnosed in the later stage. That's really worrying, isn't it, and upsetting?
It's very worrying and upsetting. If it wasn't for this home test kit, I could possibly be one of the numbers as well.
That's very true.
Which is very, very true. So the kit literally has saved my life.
Wow.
I took the kit just as I say, blasé, thinking I can tick it off my list.
Yeah.
Came back with a positive result, and I initially thought that was a curse.
Yeah.
I was going to end up developing AIDS and passing away of a very unfortunate life. But amazing, finding out about medication and treatment, and one tablet a day that can control this virus has given me back not just control, but it's given me back my life as well, which means that I can go out, I can have my social life back, I can have my love life back, and I can genuinely just enjoy life.
Yeah, I was reading your blog actually on the way in the tube today, and what I found quite inspiring is this was your test, this was your diagnosis, but the people that you were worried most about was your family. You didn't even want them to hug you in between seeing the doctor and having your test. You were so worried about them getting something from you and catching something, which is something that perhaps maybe we're all a little bit worried about if we don't know all of these facts and figures about HIV.
Well, that's it. It's education and awareness. A bit like myself, I knew very, very little about HIV.
I didn't either.
Apart from AIDS and death. And also all the myths about you can't kiss someone, you can't cuddle them, give them a handshake, using the same cup. Yes. Things like that. I actually have to laugh at it now. When I'm looking back, I'm thinking the stigma that's tied to HIV is so unjust. The advances that we've got in medication and treatment, it's a manageable condition. There's actually worse conditions out there now.
Very true.
You've got Crohn's disease, you've got diabetes. They're very, very difficult conditions to control. HIV, one tablet every single day, and it gives you your life back.
And let's face it, most of us take at least something every single day, whether that's the contraceptive pill, which has to be taken every day, or maybe vitamins and minerals, anything. So it's quite easy to remember just one tablet a day.
That's exactly it.
When do you take yours? In the evening or the morning?
I take mine in the evening, 6 o'clock in the evening. It's just in making sure that I'm back in house after rush hour, nice and settled, and dinner time as well.
After dinner?
No, that's it. Just after dinner, during dinner, just as long as it hits 6 o'clock.
Brilliant.
That tablet goes down, and as long as I maintain taking that tablet every single day, it ensures that it controls the virus to such levels it's undetectable.
It's so wonderful.
And I certainly can't pass on that virus. Which is, it's amazing.
That is amazing.
Growing up in the sort of the early 80s, and it was always tombstones.
The tombstone advert. Do you remember that one?
It gives me horrors.
I know.
It still terrifies me to this day.
We've not forgotten it.
But, it had impact, but it's trying to now fix that impact.
Yes.
Back then we didn't know a lot about the virus. Now we're in control of the virus. We know how the mechanics of it work, and we know how to control the mechanics of that. We can't eradicate it completely, but if people go out and start testing, then they go on to treatment, we can eradicate that virus. It may take another 10, 20 years, but if we all work together, we can do it.
And you know, I can't imagine not having a home pregnancy testing kit. It's something that I've used the whole time that I've been sexually active, which I won't tell you how long that was, by the way. But you know, I'm used to just peeing on a stick, leaving it on the side, going and making a cup of tea and having a little look, and then I know whether I'm pregnant or not pregnant. Hopefully in the future, we'll look back on this and say there was a time when you couldn't have a home test, and imagine the horror of the future people thinking it's exactly the same as a pregnancy test. I can't imagine my life without that now. But years ago you had to go to the doctor in just the same way as people have been for their HIV tests.
That's exactly it. Just the other week I had some of my friends, exactly the same thing, very openly coming into their house, and it was, can you go and get me a pregnancy test?
Yeah, exactly.
They were like, I feel a wee bit concerned, can you go and get me one? I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just nip round to the pharmacy now.
Yeah.
Pick up a pregnancy test.
Simple.
It should be the same way.
It needs to be.
It's the exact same reference if you think about it in that sense. You're taking care of your sexual health. You can have a bit of fun. Why don't you take a wee bit of seriousness of it and consider your sexual health and others?
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's so easy to get involved. Remember, you can send us a WhatsApp message if you want to. We've been reading them out today. Jeremy is very much onto his polls today as well, our Twitter polls, so get in touch with those, get involved with those as well. This is so easy. Michael took a test. Was it last year, Michael?
July the 4th.
4th of July last year, Michael took a test and knew instantly in a couple of minutes, 15 minutes is the time that we say that you should get your result, but we saw earlier on, just a couple of minutes, we managed to get that line there. You can order these online now on Shopping Nation website if you want to. There's a single or a double, so you can either have one test for yourself or a twin pack for you and your partner, or just to have a double check as well. 99.7% accurate, I do believe. What a great test.
Very, very accurate, as I've came to find out myself. And when I did the test, as Jeremy and yourself were speaking about, it was a bit confusion at first, and I was looking at it thinking this has to be wrong, but when you sit it down in that box and you can clearly see one single one double line, there's no doubt in the results.
It's very easy to take.
It's very,
really
very easy, and it's a lifesaver.
And you seem like a really happy person, really bubbly person. How's your life now? How are you feeling now? You look great.
I'm feeling back to myself.
Good.
It did take a little bit of adjustment, as you were saying. When I was first diagnosed, I actually had like all my friends and family, my nieces and nephews were kept at a hand distance away from me. And I would normally roll about the ground playing wrestling and carrying on with them all the time. I'm a bit of a big kid at heart.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of was very hard to come to terms with, because I was just terrified I was going to infect them.
Of course.
But then getting the knowledge of medication and getting onto treatment, and then knowing that you're back in control of that situation. I remember the day I got my undetectable results.
Wow.
And I came home and I got a printout from the doctors, and I came into my sister's and I showed my sister it, and you could see the glint in her eye coming back to let her know that, no, this is true. You've got your life back. And that night I was rolling about the living room playing wrestling with my nieces and nephews.
Got your life back.
And I got my life back. Yep.
Wow.
And that was it, just seeing that one result and knowing that it is a controllable condition and believing that now.
And how long was that kind of period? Was it months? Was it weeks? Before you got your undetectable, from being diagnosed with a test, this first test, self-test, and then getting your undetectable result, how long was that period roughly?
Period in whole, you're talking about 6 weeks. Now that's
6 weeks?
That's because it took 2 weeks before I started treatment.
I see.
Which really needs to be shortened. There are places that can manage it within a week. You get diagnosed, you get straight onto treatment, and then after you're on treatment, for myself, we were talking 3 to 4 weeks, and I was undetectable.
That is amazing.
There is a 6 week period where they have to say it takes 6 months, to ensure that you're no longer infectious. But within that 4 week period, I'd controlled the virus to an undetectable state.
Absolutely amazing. Well, we've got